Hello, and welcome to Electile Dysfunction, the political debate show with the hardest questions and the softest answers. With me tonight are two of the strongest leaders battling out to be our next Prime Minister. Let's take a look.
Hello there. I am leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn, currently on my way into work. As you can see, the train gets very crowded. I'm practically having to lie in the overhead. I always take the train because I'm a man of the people. I am a people person, a man the people can vote for to represent the people. That sort of person. I'm quite popular. I have lots of lovely, diverse friends. My real friends are the voters. Every time we get together, we play this silly game where they try to get me to go.
Get out, please leave, go. No.
They're not very good at it. I always win.
No.
What would I say my best quality is? Well, it would have to be safety and security.
Thank you, Mr. Corbyn. That was some very interesting stuff. Now let's have a look at Mrs. May.
Hello. I'm Prime Minister Theresa May. I'm here in this particular town on campaign trail. And I'm also going to be telling you at home about me, Prime Minister Theresa May. The first thing you should know about me is I'm very respectful of people, of all people. I always ensure that as Prime Minister, I give people the privacy they deserve. After all, nobody wants a leader that's constantly breathing down their neck.
Yep, I know. I said that exactly. Yeah. Sorry, mate, what did you say?
How would I describe myself in one word? That would be strong and stable. As you know, I've recently triggered Article 50 and started our withdrawal from the EU. I'd say it has gone pretty well so far.
Thank you, Mrs. May. Again, some very interesting stuff. So as you at home know, we have a general election coming up in just over a week's time. So on tonight's show, we're going to be asking some questions to you two. Thank you both for coming, and I'll be scoring you on those answers. So to start off with, Theresa.
Yes.
You're the person in charge of leading us out of the European Union. What do you believe is the best option going forward with this?
I believe the best option is, of course, Brexit. That's best for Britain.
I'm sorry, I don't follow. Can you specify?
Certainly. The best Brexit for Britain is red, white and blue.
Those are just colours. Can you tell us more?
That's it. Exactly.
Mr. Corbyn, from your VT we saw that you believe you're the person who can keep Britain safe. Hypothetical question. If aliens were to descend on London and try to conquer us, how would you react?
I would welcome them with open arms and show them what a wonderful and open and diverse place Britain is.
But these aliens are trying to kill us. They don't want to be our friend.
That's a very xenophobic stereotype. Myself and my supporters will not stand for that.
Okay, very sorry. Theresa, you were in the news recently. I hear you're cancelling free school meals for children, and obviously there are some very angry parents out there. Can you tell us more about this?
Well, this country needs a change. It needs stability and strength.
But surely children having food makes them strong and stable.
Well, I understand that so-called obesity is current very sensitive tactile issue, and we will give it a high priority of consideration.
So you're saying you're taking food away from children to tackle childhood obesity? Interesting stuff. Mr. Corbyn, Labour is very different to the party it was 20 years ago. Do you believe the direction you're going in now is better?
Well, it certainly is a very different party than it was 20 years ago. We are now a more left-leaning and liberal type of party. The old Labour has gone.
But don't you feel like that shift away from your core demographic has really created this slump that Labour has been in recently?
Well, there's no real way of knowing.
But what about the mass opinion polls?
Well, I was elected leader of this party. I've withstood several coups against me. I am in the long term, be in no doubt. For the long term, be in no doubt about that.
That's what we're worried about. Theresa May,
Yes?
who do you believe is your most influential politician of your time?
Oh, that's a very good question. I must say it's Margaret Thatcher. She has changed the economy for so much, so for best for our country.
But don't you feel like she really screwed over a lot of people? I mean, Maggie Thatcher, the milk snatcher. She was, what's that term? It was tyrannical, that's the one. Here's a question for you both. If you could vote for anyone else aside from yourself, who would you vote for and why? Mrs. May.
That must be for the member of my team, if not myself.
Mr. Corbyn?
I would vote for a member of my party, if not myself.
Okay, here's one. If you could answer or ask any question to each other, what would you say?
When will we need to stop badgering you about the badgers and the badger culling? It doesn't work.
You wait and see. Let me win first, and you'll see what's happened.
Well, that is what we're all afraid of.
There is no need to afraid. I think about our country.
You do?
Oh yes,
Really?
I do what's best for Britain.
Really?
Oh yes.
Anything else to add, Mrs. May? If you have a question for Mr. Corbyn?
I believe you are so weak. You won't stand a chance in this election.
Well, hell no, and hell yes, I am strong enough to run the country.
Oh no, you're not. You don't have the strength as I have.
What strength do you have?
Guys, there's a lot of
have
beef
the
going
stability.
on. Guys, I can't handle this beef. I need to have a break. I'm going to have a biscuit. Does anyone want one?
No, thank you.
Do you want one?
What are they?
They're foxes.
Foxes!
Okay, I'm going to have to go to an ad break there. I'll see you guys in a little bit whilst I deal with this. See you then. Okay, we don't actually have any sponsors, but Foxes, if you're listening, please sponsor me. Your shortcake rounds are amazing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have something very exciting for you coming up. Theresa and Jeremy, you're going to be competing in deciding who is the most strong and stable in an arm wrestle.
Surely you can't be serious.
Oh, I'm serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And that's not appropriate.
I think it is. Before you start, remember that the audience, and therefore the voters, will decide if they think you're good enough solely on this performance. So, no pressure. Begin.
Who won?
Who won? Certainly not the audience, that's for sure. Okay, so are you two really the people we have to vote for? Oh my God. Okay, well, after that, tallying up the scores, the winner and the person most likely to be our Prime Minister is, of course,